Greetings, fellow humans, brothers and sisters. This is a public service announcement. If you're receiving this message, you are responsible for the fate of our species. We live at a turning point for humanity on this planet. We face economic and ecological collapse. We know Earth will regenerate and continue to exist with or without us, but we humans cannot continue with the same patterns and behaviors that got us into this mess. We must change our ways. We must evolve. We're entering a new paradigm, a new state of consciousness. Put down your weapons. I repeat, put down your weapons. Take off your mask and lower your shield. There is no time for fear, for grief, for hatred, for self-righteousness. We have not a minute to waste. Join me and let us step together into a new world. Your ego will not serve you here. Your pettiness is not warranted. Bow down with humility and kiss the soil. Know that we are one with the earth, and our survival is dependent on its vitality.
Last night I found a wishing well and couldn't help but throw my body in. While wandering around down there, I stumbled on some long forgotten wish, sent by eager fingers, hoping someday it may find a way to live. Carrying a secret whispered only to the spirits in the wind. Right there on it was my name, framing up some presidential face. Last night I was different, today I am the same.
Well, it's Wednesday, and you know what that means? Boom bang! We got a great episode this week, October 25th, 2023.
We're still here, we're still alive, we're still doing well.
If you're alive, step into our world, have some fun for a while. Call the number below, 208-242-7123. Jeremiah's alive, he's going to tell us about soil.
Guys out there, I want you to know how to grow your own food, how to take care of your soil, because a big problem we were facing as a species was not stewarding the soil. And to steward the soil is to recognize it as a living entity. It's alive. So we gotta love it and nourish it, just like we nourish and love our family. You know, that was a real big missing piece with the way humans were interacting with the land, is they weren't treating it like kin. One way to get this regenerative again is to come through here with a broad fork manually and just bust up all the soil and then come back through and amend it. This is compost, clay, and seeds, and we just like throw this out right before a rain, and then we take dry grass and we just lay that over. We use that as a mulch. That way the birds that are here, they don't come and eat up all the seeds, and also anytime it gets any kind of moisture that's in the air or whenever it rains, the mulch will hold that moisture in place right above the soil. When those seeds take off, they start to build nitrogen in the soil, and that nitrogen interacts with microbial life that will then decompose that woody material underneath, and then bam, you have the makings of renewing the regenerative cycle. So this right here, all this woody material, is how we're going to build up the soil fertility, as well as this pile over here. This is all of our carbon. This is our carbon. Over here is a lot of our nitrogen. There's a lot of alpaca poop in here, chicken poop, goat poop, people poop. You gotta use it's called human manure. There's ways to do it. It's safe. It's safe, especially, nobody in this tribe here is taking any pharmaceutical drugs, so that's not an issue. We all have really well-balanced diets. Here's the greenhouse here. Here's all of our starts, the starts of our cultivars, the things that we want to have out in the fields to feed everybody. We've got about 5 acres here. We're feeding 40. Right now we're thriving on a low caloric, high nutrient diet made up of mostly greens. We don't have enough grain here yet to up our carbohydrate intake, but that's okay because you actually don't need all that shit as a human being to survive.
Sam, what did we learn today? We learned that we can take a degraded soil and we can regenerate it. We can bring it back to its full use. And that there is hope.
It's true.
We all miss people. We've lost a lot of people out there.
My name's Jeremiah. I've survived.
Bang bang!
Hello, I'm Sam. Today we're going to talk about 3 simple things you can do to get stronger legs.
1. Glutes. Challenge your glutes with a basic standing butt squeeze.
Or you could use a stone.
Slowly squeeze your glutes and hold your butt tight for 3 seconds. Release the motion completely for 1 repetition.
2. It's your quads.
It's important to do lunges properly. Step forward with one leg, lowering your hips until both knees are bent at about 90-degree angle.
3.
Stand near a wall for balance. Press down into the balls of both feet to raise your body upward.
I don't think she's gonna take me back, man.
You don't know, man.
No, you weren't there.
So, this is it. I'm gonna turn my head. This is it.
Yeah. It's it. This is real. It's happening.
I don't think you even know what's real if you can't understand how much you mean to me.
You have to be your own rock. I don't want to be your rock anymore. I will still hang out and go on walks and stuff. It's great, bro.
She's such a romantic.
It's cute to row a boat.
I have feelings. So you don't love me?
It's not that I don't love you. I mean, God, the drama of it all.
You have become so callous.
The nitrogen, man. There's a lot of plants out there that could use that nitrogen.
Jonathan is going to be so
pissed.
So this is pretty simple here because you just have a bucket in the bathroom. I can tell a story of,
Please.
so in my last garden, I was renting, and my landlady, she would put in this squash in the front yard. They never did well. They turned yellow and chlorotic, and she just didn't know what was going on, and she said, they just don't like it there. And then when I got there and I saw what was happening, and I saw that those plants were suffering severe nitrogen deficiency, I decided I would plant a squash and give it urine to correct that. And then immediately I started fertilizing it, watering it with dilute urine. And in fact, there was so much nitrogen deficiency that squash, I could tell by the leaf color, it was just wanting more urine and more urine. And so I increased the, the strength. And I would even pour like 1 to 3 like parts, 1 part urine, 3 parts water. And I think at even one point it was just straight urine. And that squash just blew up. It turned green, leaves this big, and went all over the yard, and it was awesome. So that's a little personal story about that. It is gross. I agree. On the other hand, it's you. It's me. And it's free. And it really works. My name is Jonathan, and I'm a survivor.
And good looking.
Por favor llama este número 208-242-7123. Detente buena onda. Te puede quedar bien. Y que Dios te bendiga.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna play some move. Let's ride our bikes.
It's just like we've been talking about. It's practice. It's everyday, relentless practice. Relentless pursuit of excellence. You've said that 100 times, Sam. All right, today we're gonna work on dribbling.
I got dribbling. I don't know, I just feel like we should freeze everything to ensure that humanity can go on, Sam.
I thought about that. Maybe you need to work on your overall speed, like I've been telling you about.
Agility and quickness. Not everybody's strong as you, Sam.
She's dead.
Yeah, she didn't make it. Nobody made it. Nobody's made it. It's just us.
We're gonna try boxing out. And I think we should go over defensive pressure and what it means to both of us.
She doesn't love me, man.
Dude, relax, man.
Ain't no rings on these hands. There's no championship, man. There's no lead.
She's a young girl, man. She's able to make her own choices, man. She's got to grow.
The point is, she thinks there is something more perfect out there. I'm talking about the opportunity that love transcends our condition right now.
And where is Zach anyway?
I know, man. He's always just driving around. Well, at least we got solar power and stuff. Thanks, Zach.
Well,
Let's get back to training.
Let's get back to training.
Maybe she's just depressed or something.
We're all depressed, man.
She says I don't want to open up, man. Come on.
We're all trying to just survive and make the best out of the situation. What's it going to be?
Man, it's not like that. The situation's not that easy. That's it.
I just give me one more.
Make sure you close that gate. I got it. Sam, for 1 second, I want you to forget about defensive pressure and rebounding and all this illusory fantasy about becoming a star in an out-of-funk league.
and my unrequited love, let's talk about something that's going to help the people out there.
Today, we have a special guest for you.
Homesteading with Grams.
Coming in hot
Yeah.
with some sweet technique and sweet skills.
2, 3,
Cooperation and teamwork.
So the first thing we're going to do today is learn how to make veggie broth, which is something that my great-grandmother taught me how to do. We grow vegetables here on our land and we cook them. And obviously there's parts of the veggies that you don't eat, like onion peels, some peels of some garlic that we grew. Basically anything you want, you can throw it in, doesn't really matter. The last step then is obviously adding the water for the broth part. Fire. The next thing we're going to make is a salve, which is like an herbal ointment that can be used for a variety of things. Bruises, any type of rash, scrapes, burns, dry skin. There's a couple steps to it. The first one is picking your plants, so depending on what's growing around you, you can use. This is Calendula officinalis, which is a medicinal flower. It's a vulnerary, so it's very good for the skin, moisturizing. So we use it in a lot of our topical products that we make here. So after you have your dried plants, you want to make an infused oil. We have our empty jar that has a lid. You add your dried herbs to it. You just kind of do however much you want. Once it's full, the last part is to add the oil. I'm just going to fill this jar up. And then you'll put the lid on really tight. And then just leave it in a sunny windowsill or out on your porch for about a month or two to let the sun break down the plant and actually infuse the plant constituents into the oil. Oh, God, this stuff is just so fucking amazing! So the next step would be straining your infused oil once it's been solar infused for 1 to 2 months. But for today, I have some infused oils that we have already made and strained. We added St. John's wort into our mixture today because it's really great for red irritated rashes like diaper rash, and we're having our first birth in the next few weeks hopefully, so this we're making in preparation. The next step is measuring out how much oil you're going to use so you know how much beeswax to put in to make it a good consistency. And the ratio we use is 1 ounce of beeswax to 8 ounces of oil. So then the final step to make the salve is melting beeswax. Pour the oil into a pot, add the beeswax, and then we're going to put this over the fire. I really like sitting with it and stirring and not just leaving it on the fire because you don't want your oil to burn. So all of our beeswax is melted in the oil. Our next step then is to put it in containers and let it harden. So I'm just going to put that right on there, and that will, if you can see, help with the bruising of the skin and actually also help the broken skin heal. And actually every single plant out there is antimicrobial, so it'll actually also prevent infection. That's it! I'm Natalie, and I'm a survivor.
Grams, thank you so much for all those practical homesteading tips. We'll clean it up for you.
Is there someone out there that can help me with this bloody nose?
Coming to save the day. It's
Ruzo! Ruzo! Help, Ruzo! My nose is bleeding! Ruzo! Ruzo!
Ah! Sam! I know what to do! Don't worry! keep these clothes shut. Okay, here's yarrow. Yarrow is a perennial flower. It has these green feathery leaves and it has these white flowering tops. And it grows all sorts of places. It grows on the side of the road. It grows on the coast. It grows inland. It grows all over the country. It likes soil that's not so good. And if it has a good smell, then you know it's medicinal too. Y-A-R-R-O W. Yarrow. We can pick some yarrow for Sam. Here it is. Okay, so we're gonna take these leaves and roll them up to make a little nose plug. Okay, Sam. For Sam. You're gonna have to put this up your nose.
Okay.
Is it gonna fit?
I think it'll fit. It fit.
Sorry. Okay, so yarrow is a really, really great first aid herb. It stops bleeding, and but it acts on the circulatory system in a very complicated way, and you can use it for anything else that's bleeding a lot and you want to stop it. Just apply the yarrow leaves or flowering tops directly on the area. You can also use it on the same way for a deep wound, for any kind of wound, but for a deep wound, it will heal the tissue from the tissue level up to the skin. Put it in a pot with hot water, let it sit covered for 10 to 30 minutes, strain out the plant, and then you have a tea. You can use that for all sorts of things. It can be used for fevers. So a yarrow tea can relax the skin and open up the pores and help a person sweat out a fever. High blood pressure, you can drink the tea for hemorrhoids or varicose veins. You can let it cool and use it as a wash for a deep wound. Menstrual problems like too much bleeding, you can use it as one of the most important things is it's very, very antimicrobial. So you can use it the same way you would have used penicillin. It will kill infection. Yarrow has many uses. Those are some of them.
Y-A-R-R-O-W.
That's yarrow.
Yarrow. Yarrow.
Yarrow.
Thank you so much. I feel a lot better.
You're welcome. Now you know how to use yarrow.
Yeah.
She goes crawling around with turtle. She sort of looks like a gerbil, but you dare call her Myrtle. She's Ruzel's herbal.
It's a house in New Orleans.
They call
the rising sun.
Sam, great job. Catherine, get out of here.
Sam? Catherine? Who are you coming and ruining our show? Leave.
What is your problem?
Leave.
What is your problem?
Man, it was so great. Great job.
Do you see this light? Do you see our costumes? Do you see how much time and effort we put into this production? And you come and RUI in it?
I'll see you guys later.
You leave.
Oh.
You leave.
It's been fun. Thanks.
What are we going to do, Sam? What are we going to do?
We're going to hope there's others out there that can call this number 208-242-7.
1, 2, 3.
Let's not beat around the bush. What's coming up is going to be right to the heart. It hurts you. Sam, it's funny now. It's so funny now. I wasn't going to shoot you. I wasn't.
Sure you weren't.
No.
Sure you weren't.
But at the time, there was some miscalculation. Some numbers didn't add up. Things could have been better. We could have handled ourselves better, but...
I think so. I think that's a really nice way to put it.
I'm dealing with a broken heart.
And
Sam,
I'm crazy.
We're all dealing with loss, and we're not going to sugarcoat it. This next clip is about that. We have... Okay. This is wrong! It matters. Money, numbers matter. We had a civilization.
Post-traumatic stress disorder is a mental health condition that is triggered by a terrifying event, either experiencing it or witnessing it.
Symptoms may include flashbacks, nightmares, and severe anxiety, as well as uncontrollable thoughts about the event.
No, I can't! No, I can't! No! Kill me! Everyone hated you but me! Everybody has felt the pain of friends and family and everything we ever knew to be extinct. Call the number. Would love to have a tea or a cup of joe and just talked about the times when Mom and Paul would be around. And stories is the only thing we've got left. You just have to let it go. Let it out, Sam! Let it out. Okay, go. Hey, you guys!
You guys gotta go see Lester. Hey, you guys. Take my ride.
You're the coolest!
Boys, get in here!
There's always going to be two stories. We can all begin again and lay the foundations based on truthfulness and experience a whole nother dimension. Like that, I enjoy that. And that's what I want to give you guys, give the world. The idea to think about those things, to think about the thin crust that separates us from the darkness, that we walk upon this thin crust and it can go through at any time. There isn't any answer, that there is no God out there, but there really is a God out there. Oh my God, I'm back, I'm home, all the time it was. We finally really did it. You maniacs, you blew it up. Oh, damn you! God damn you! So, what are you guys here for? One had a horrific marriage. His wife blistered his soul day in and day out, making him, till the fields, making him muck the pens, whatever it was. She was on him like shit and shinola, as they say. The other one had a pleasant marriage. His wife, he was treated like a king. But here's what I want you guys to go home with. At one of the funerals, one of the brothers played this tune called I Buried My Wife and Danced on Her Grave.
Was he just going over quotes of like old favorite of like one was a Jim Morrison. There was a Jim Morrison quote in there. Bing bang! We know in our hearts that you still exist. And we would like to share with you in recreating this world, but now built upon principles of cooperation and harmony. Sam, He's got a brownie recipe coming up next week on Bing Bang.
Bing Bang.
Please join us.
And next week, tune in. I'm gonna show all my body parts.
I know that you're out there, and I want you to call. Please, if you exist, call the number 208-2427-123. To those who may still be alive out there.
I'm Sam.
I'm Sam.
We hope you're creating the world you want to see.
Please, call the number 208-242-7123. That was your best show.